I love dungeons. They're one of my favorite parts of the game by far, just because of how fun and engaging they can be. But that doesn't mean they're absolutely flawless. There are still two major flaws that are actively ruining the game for everybody. But you know what else is a major flaw? This button being white. So go ahead and click it. So the first flaw, we've got bad changes. Have you ever switched from Forge to Bad Lion? Well, that's a bad change. For example, in Dungeons, a bad change was the Ender Pearl change. Because after the Ender Pearl change, the Ender Pearls started to behave way differently, by teleporting you to the center of a block instead of where you actually threw it. This change benefited absolutely no one, as both legit and cheating players were slowed down and the dungeon didn't become any less sweaty for the people who didn't play because of that, as people made even sweatier routes. But then of course we've got the elephant in the room, which is the version change for the upcoming foraging update, because if it releases, the version is gonna change to the latest version where ghost blocks aren't present. This will just make legit players a whole lot slower while barely slowing down cheaters, making the gap between legit and cheating players even larger than it already is, which is absolutely horrible. This also decreases the skill ceiling and again doesn't make it any easier to get into dungeons. However, you might argue that stonking is pretty much bug abusing. But the admins tried to remove stonking twice and reverted it twice. This is because of just how integrated into the game it became. So it's clear that the admins have no problem with it. However, this won't be as big of a deal as some people think, because pre-dev and IE4 will still work, as you can get into Goldor early without making ghost blocks. A possible solution to this would be having a ghost pickaxe item integrated into the game, as this will not make it bug abusing anymore. Also make it so that ghost wax still exists. Now the second flaw is you not being subscribed. The second flaw is cheating. The gap between a legit player and the cheating player hasn't ever been larger than now. And with the version change, this will become even more apparent with the removal of ghost blocks. This is currently extremely horrible because of how bad the anti-cheat is. A lot of people just think, why would they play ever legit when they can just cheat? By the way, I'm not condoning cheating by this Hypixel. People can try as hard as they can legit, but cheaters will always beat them. This is horrible for the game, obviously, as now whenever you play 7 in both normal and master mode, you cannot avoid cheaters. You may argue that the rules aren't too clear about what is and what isn't cheating, but most players just agree that if the mod doesn't give you any new information, it's legit. For example, in a tic-tac-toe solver, it doesn't reveal anything new, you couldn't have known it. But with mob ESP, you could have never known where the mobs are through the walls. However, this still doesn't change the fact that tons of people just hard cheat in dungeons, and in my opinion, Hypixel should really make a better anti-cheat to combat this. I really hope that the new version will also come with a newer and better anti-cheat, because right now, dungeons are just absolutely cheating infested. And that will probably be it for this video. Sorry if it's a bit shorter, I just wanted to share some of my opinions on dungeons. If you think I missed something or disagree somewhere, just leave a comment. I read all of my comments, probably because there aren't much. And if you've liked the video, of course like the video. If you haven't, why are you still here? And of course, subscribe. I'm saying this for the third time. If you haven't done so, what are you doing? And that's it. I'm gonna go play some dungeons. See ya.